Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Now believe me, I have been out of commission for a while now. And believe me when I tell you this, I have missed a lot of action when it comes to the world events and sports events likewise. I just want to say my bad everybody, my apology. I have been gone for so long. I had to deal with some slight issues with moving out recently, and it's been a little bit of a trip in short. I had a lot of videos pre-recorded regarding the XFL and my thoughts on it and a lot of things of the sort, but due to its cancellation, those videos were basically deemed irrelevant. It put me in a pretty tough spot, mostly because I left my video flash drive at my college dorm where I had a lot of stuff saved along with my mic and stuff. I had it stuck there for 2.5 weeks, so I could not record any videos and it sucked. I thought my channel would be dead, but actually my views are gradually going up and I gained some subscribers. So to them, I welcome you. This 2020 year has been gotten off to an interesting start, but I made a promise back in December and I plan on keeping that promise. So here I go, and here I am, so let's get back to work. Sorry for that little rant there. I feel like my viewers should be informed about this, so there you go. Also, this was long overdue, but thank you all for 100 subscribers. It has been a big milestone for me, and hopefully we can grow to even bigger in the future. So thank you all. Also, I plan on changing my banner profile pic very soon, hopefully by the end of this weekend. My good friend made a profile pic and it looks amazing. I just need a banner and we should be all good to go. So without further ado, if you happen to like this video, consider liking and subscribing to the channel, and let's get into it.
That's why he can be known as one of the best safeties to play the game.
Every time you hear Sean Taylor's name, you just think about the heart, the passion, the love that he's
Fifth pick in the 2004 NFL Draft, the Washington Redskins select Sean Taylor.
We need to draft Sean Taylor.
He almost decapitated him.
Sean Taylor was one of the most fascinating players during the early 2000s. He was known to be a hard-hitting safety and the star player of the Redskins defense from 2004 to 2007, only playing for about 3 seasons. Sean Taylor made a huge and memorable plays that are even recalled to this day. Now, for the little people who don't know who Sean Taylor was, which I doubt there are people who don't know who Sean Taylor is, if you watch this certain play, this will probably ring a bell.
On the run, and he's going to come up short.
Also, if you go into YouTube video recalling the hardest hits in NFL history, you will see a Sean Taylor hit or two in each video every time. But in this video, I'm going to talk about what Sean Taylor was as a player and how he impacted his team and his upbringing to the NFL in the first place, and how good he was when he played in the NFL. Also, Sean Taylor's birthday was on Wednesday, April 1st, which was the day after the recording of this video, so I thought it would fit pretty well. But first, let's go back to when he first started football. Sean Taylor was born on April 1st, 1983, and his father was Pedro Taylor, who was a policeman, and his mother Donna Jr. However, Taylor was raised in his early years by his great-grandmother Aljula Clark until he was 11 years old, until he moved back in with his father and lived in a low-income neighborhood in Homestead, Florida. Taylor went to high school at Miami Killen High School, where he began playing football, but was later transferred to Gulliver Preparatory School, where he played football, track, and basketball. He was considered by many to be great at all these sports, but he really stood out in football, as he helped lead the Gulliver State to a championship in 2000. Taylor was special in high school because he played running back, linebacker, and safety. He rushed for 1,400 yards, the Florida State record 44 touchdowns on 2 separate occasions, as well with 100 or more solo tackles. Overall, he was just a beast on the football scene. Not only that, he was dominant in track, as well as he was known as the best 400-meter dash runner in the state of Florida and won the state championship in the 100-meter dash. Overall, Sean Taylor was a flat-out athlete and allowed him to get a scholarship to the University University of Miami, aka During Taylor's time at the University of Miami, he played football and track, but he fully committed to football soon enough as he played college football for 3 seasons before declaring for the draft. But no doubt Taylor was a monster in college as he was able to lead the team in tackles and interceptions, and a lot of the teams were looking at him was projected as a high first round, possibly top 5 pick. Many scouts found Taylor to be one of the most athletic players in the draft and was a very good tackler and a game changer. Now looking back on the 2004 draft, I feel Sean Taylor would have been number 1 overall pick in any other year, but you have to remember that Eli Manning, Phillip Rivers, Ben Roethlisberger, and Larry Fitzgerald also in that same draft class as well. So I do not blame those teams for not picking Taylor, except for the Raiders. They picked badly as usual. But anyway, Taylor was eventually selected 5th overall by the Washington Redskins and signed a 6-year deal worth $18.5 million on July 27, 2004. During the 2004 season, Sean Taylor was not able to become a full-time starter, but when he was playing, he made a massive impact almost right away. Starting with his Week 6 matchup against the Bears, where he recorded his first sack and interception in that game alone, which showed a lot of potential, and at the end of the 2004 campaign, he was on a different level, as he was able to get 76 tackles, 4 interceptions, 2 forced fumbles, and a sack, all in his rookie year. Now, that is just insane. What makes it more impressive is that he did not even start all 16 games, as he started in 15 of them. Now, although he did great on the field, he had some off-the-field issues. Now, people don't really talk about this too much, as some of these are minor misdemeanors, but Sean Taylor did have off-field issues. In 2004, he was arrested for a DUI, but was later released 24 hours later because he did not show real intoxication during the trial. However, in 2006, there was an incident regarding a shooting of a stolen vehicle. Now, this one's a little weird because there was no evidence Sean Taylor was the shooter of some kind. It's kind of weird, but there's no real evidence of him doing the act, so I don't know. It's similar to that Ray Lewis murder charge thing, but I digress. Despite those minor incidents, Sean Taylor continued to dominate on the field, as in 2005, he got 70 tackles and 2 interceptions, 2 forced fumbles, and 1 sack. And he even got his number changed from 36 to 21 like everyone knows and loves him for. And would also move from strong safety to free safety, which showed improvement later on down the line. In 2006, Sean Taylor was improving at his free safety spot as he recorded a career high 111 tackles and 3 forced fumbles. He was also able to get 1 interception as well. This was also a big year for Sean Taylor because he was nominated for his first Pro Bowl, as well as replacing the injured Brian Dawkins as he made this legendary hit. Now, in 2007, things changed for Sean Taylor. First off, he was on a roll and had a career high 5 interceptions along with 46 tackles and 1 forced fumble in 9 games he played in during that season. And things were looking great. His life was changing off the field for the better, as he just had a daughter born and was communicating great with his teammates and coach and was stayed out of trouble. It all looked great and upward from here. And at this point, Sean Taylor was on top of the world until it all came crashing down. On November 26, 2007, burglars broke into Sean Taylor's home and shot him in the femoral artery. He was later airlifted to the hospital where he was in critical condition for the day, and the news broke out. Many people hoped that he would make it out, but unfortunately he had lost too much blood and died on November 27, 2007. Now, what I find interesting was that Sean Taylor was shot in a special spot in the leg called the femoral artery, where a lot of blood flows, and because he was shot in that particular spot, it caused too much bleeding that caused Sean Taylor to bleed out in the first place. If he was just shot an inch or maybe even a centimeter to the left or the right, he probably wouldn't have died. He still would have been here. I just found that to be interesting. Funny how fate works, right? When the news broke out about his passing, many fans were completely devastated about it, and many people in the NFL world were in complete awe, to say the least. Sean, due to his passing, has left a lot of people in his life behind and left the future of his team behind. I mean, just imagine having all this money and success and a family just to have it all stripped away from you, from something you can't control. It's just so unfortunate to see unfold, and it's sad to see as well. Despite the unfortunate passing, the Redskins paid massive respect to Taylor by having his number printed out on the back of helmets and on Redskins jersey. They even did a play where they only had 10 players on the field, showing massive respect to Taylor's short legacy. And also as well, after the season, Sean Taylor was even elected to the Pro Bowl, making him the first deceased player to qualify for the Pro Bowl. With that, many of the fans had Sean Taylor's towels, and his teammates Chris Cooley, Chris Samuels, and Ethan Albright and Clinton Portis showed respect by donating to Taylor's memorial during the 2008 Pro Bowl. And after that, Sean Taylor's football story comes to an abrupt end. As for the men responsible for the murder of Sean Taylor, Eric Rivera Jr., Jason Scott Mitchell, Charles Wardlow, and Timmy Lee Brown have all been sentenced in April of 2015, all different sentences. As for the person who shot Taylor, he served life in prison. As for the other 3, their sentences range from 18 years to 57 years. But after that, Sean Taylor's story ends here. Truly unfortunate that such a generational talent was stripped away from everything too soon. Sure, he only played for 3 seasons, but during that time he made a huge impact on the game and the players around him. Although Taylor will never reach the Hall of Fame, he played like one every year of his short career. He played hard and smart, and was one of the finest defensive players I have ever seen on film. While doing the research for this video, I have learned a lot about that. I learned a lot about the player and the man of Sean Taylor. I just wished I got to see him play when he was on this earth. That would have been exciting for me. Overall, he has the heart and the soul of the Redskins team, and when bringing up the biggest NFL what ifs, Sean Taylor will be at the top of that list. No questions asked. Hopefully Sean Taylor will have a long legacy and people will remember him from years from today. As to me, I regard Sean Taylor as the best safety to never happen. Rest in peace, Sean. Alright everybody, that is it for the video. Thank you all for having a look at this video, as this is much appreciated. I know it's been a long time since I uploaded a video. I had a little bit of a hard time finding places to record without a lot of background noise, so hopefully this whole virus thing can disappear so everybody can get back to their regular life once again. But thank you all for watching. If you happen to like this video, then consider liking the video, and if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing to the channel. It's definitely much appreciated, as it helps out a lot. And I just want to say that Sean Taylor's birthday was on April 1st, as I wanted to get this video out on the day after, but I had to make a few change of plans. So there you go. So anyway guys, I will see you next time. Peace out and have a great day.